My time is close to coming. Do I stand still or try to fight? Follow me into the sky, let's hold our breath till we die. I just wish it was for something. Follow me, we can take this city on. Follow me, this is what you're waiting for. Close to shutting. This is the turning point tonight. Follow me into the sky. I'm glad these clouds are so high. I'm not jumping off of nothing. Follow me, I can change forevermore. Follow me, this is what you're waiting for.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Champion Select here in week 4 of Learning Fives between D-Boyz on the blue side and Team on the red side. No, you heard that right. Their name is Team. My name is Niberia, and I'm joined here by Penguin. How's it going, Penguin?
Pretty good. How about yourself, man?
Pretty all right. Picks and bans as usual, taking a little bit of time. Setting up the lobbies and everything, but we're
Yeah.
getting into game here, getting into Champ Select. Pretty exciting.
Now, that was actually not that long of a delay, so I'm pretty happy about that. It could have been much worse, but I do want to point out we have like a boatload of subs this game.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 subs on one team. Two,
Two.
two,
There's
two subs on one team,
there's
one on the other,
two for team and one for boys. The boys.
and 2 of those 3 subs are coaches of the
Yes.
respective teams.
Yes. All right.
So this is
An interesting
gonna be
game.
an interesting one.
So we do want to point out that the Kled was first picked by D-Boyz here. Um, that in the pro draft we saw that they put a lot of priority on that. So maybe they play really well around Kled, but we'll see. Driven pickup always really solid. Has a lot of damage, a lot of CC, and that Cataclysm was always really solid. Milkshake Max is Rammus. Haven't seen just how much you can do on this champion, but I guess we'll see at this game.
Well, I mean, I think one of the interesting things about this is the Rammus Kled synergy there.
Yeah.
You can powerball behind the Kled ult and then just immediately pick up NASCAR levels of speed within 1 second of popping it, and then well, Galio coming in with his ultimate on that speedy fast Rammus. This is going to be quite the wombo combo cult, or wombo combo comp, at least for chasing people down.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see if they go some sort of like NASCAR Rammus where he just built like a righteous glory and Swifty boots and stuff like that, just to see what his max movement speed can be. In my experience, I can get almost 3,000 movement speed. But we hopefully we'll see that this game. I'm really excited to see if we can get the most speedy Rammus in the West, and hopefully he can crash into the carries of team here. That'll be super hilarious to watch and see if he can actually make that work. Because Rammus isn't Hecarim. He doesn't get bonus damage based on how fast he's moving. It's just for the memes, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, the taunt is powerful, but there's only so powerful it can be with the nerf duration. Although I know that commentary is a few seasons late.
Yeah.
Echo pick coming out for Potato. Haven't seen that in a while.
Echo's always a solid pick for Potato. He has quite a bit of experience on it, and it's really good because he has the "Oops, I made a mistake" button, where you can just get out of sticky situations, heal up a little bit, do some damage, and generally walk out of the situation. It's a lot like Kindred in that situation, where if you get engaged on, you can just pop that R. But don't die in vain picking up Vayne. I
How
wonder
did
if
I
that's his
not
main.
realize we had a Vayne one trick? How did I? I saw the name. I saw the name and I said it in my head.
Wait, are they not in LCS order?
Uh, no, they are. I think they just picked them in
They
the
are,
wrong
but they
order.
must have picked him out of order. That's fine. Yep, there you go. They switched back.
There we go. All right. Oh,
So
barrier heal.
they're running the
Okay.
barrier heal because of Ardent Sensor. It has been nerfed this patch, but it's also been kind of buffed in the early game. So the earlier you get it, the more impactful it is for that time. Whereas it used to be that it would scale up later in the game, but now it's even better earlier because you get a flat amount rather than a scaling amount. So the barrier heal combo in the bot lane is even more potent than it was before, especially because Soraka is just a heal bot. She just heals every 2 seconds and takes her own life with it, but with the Ardent Sensor, that isn't even that big of a deal. But these
Hmm.
team comps are really interesting. It's not a lot of damage coming out from Team D-Boyz here, uh, but that Sivir can pump out a lot. The Galio could, if it gets really far ahead, deal quite a bit of damage. But the front line of team here is actually going to be surprisingly tanky once you get to mid and late game.
The Okay, so the interesting thing about the comp for team, for me at least, is the amount of just disruption synergy from the front line because you can get Rakan to get a ideally, you'd get him to get a 5-man ult just running around, grabbing everyone together, and then Shin would just himself shadow dash through all 5 of them again.
Yeah,
Then you could get a Jarvan Cataclysm into all 5, building lethality naturally.
of course. There's
And then
no
the
other way to
Echo
play it.
parallel convergence into his ult. So you have a lot of like really small circular areas of power,
Yeah.
but I don't think that'll actually work all that well in real fights. Like in that imagined scenario I came up with, yeah, that'd be really clever and cool. And you have Vayne to come in there and just lay down the huge damage. But in a real team fight, how often are you going to be able to get all that to line up? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm completely wrong. And Jarvan Vayne have some good synergy in that when you cataclysm someone, that's a free condemn. But
It's entirely possible.
it's not all there is to it.
Yeah, with these teams, I feel like Team D-Boyz have a way to get around all the CC with the Kled and Rammus. They can literally just ignore it, run at you, and kill the Vayne, and there's nothing that Vayne can do at that point. The only protection that Vayne actually has is the Rakan, and that's not a whole lot. He only provides that shield and the knock-up and the charm. That isn't a whole lot of CC, but the damage part of Team D-Boyz here is going to be pretty lacking. Sivir's going to have to get in range to auto-attack Vayne, and that's going to be pretty tough without just getting one shot.
I mean, you say that now, but you were talking just earlier about how Rakan doesn't have, too much, and he has the CC. But in lane, I think team, just in the bot lane at least, is going to get absolutely dumpstered. Just absolutely massacred in the bot lane, because you have Vayne, who's very short range. You have Rakan, who's very short range, against Sivir, who is extremely safe with Ricochet, and Soraka, who is extremely safe with the Sivir, with her heal and Star Call and all that. So I'm not looking forward to how these team fights go. But as much as I'd like to talk more about it, we have to get ready for going into game. So we'll be back in about 45 seconds, hopefully, at the beginning of game 1 here between D-Boyz and team.
See you guys soon.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Game 1, almost, between D-Boyz and Team. Unfortunately, we're already having a pause. The Learning Fives tradition, still going strong.
A summoner has reconnected.
Well, that said, though, Stoneborn Pact can be pretty good for, as you are well used to hearing at this point, everyone in the audience, Ardent Censer, that great item that is totally fantastic in every way and not overbearing at all. It's now Rakan does have a built-in heal on his Q. However, the radius of it is incredibly small, and it requires him to land that very short 350 range Q, I believe it is, and then immediately be on his AD carry physically. So it's kind of hard to get off. However, with the heal from Stoneborn Pact, it's not as hard to get off. All he has to do is auto once, and then the heals keep coming out. So the reasoning might be he wants to cheese with Ardent Censer, as every support does in this current meta. So
When you got dressed as to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
yeah, well, there's only so much you can predict to be changed here. With the leash from the bot lane, generally, it's just best to start bot anyways. So maybe it's not too much given up. But speaking of junglers a little bit, Mr. Eli has gone Thunderlords. Whether he heard me through the ether on my cast mentioning going lethality Jarvan or not, it does look like that's going to be the case, because usually on tank Jarvan, as I understand it, you either go Curse of the Colossus or Grasp. But that's lane Jarvan, so maybe Thunderlords is just the way to go even on tank jungle Jarvan. I'd like to see lethality, though. If I'm being completely honest with the caster bias, I want lethality Jarvan. Ooh. Next doing pretty well. Oh, Z-Drive Resonance. And just gonna walk away. Mm-hmm. Oh, meanwhile, gank in the mid lane. Next 7 is getting stopped up there by the EQ from Mr. Eli. Gonna get a 2-man taunt, however, saving himself pretty handily. Milkshake Mac coming in mid lane with the Powerball. Is he gonna get the taunt? He's landing it onto Eli. First blood going down to Mac. Stir Potato might be following. Z-Drive Resonance gonna be enough to save him. Kiwi Priest, meanwhile, in the bot lane, getting exhausted, getting low. Don't die in vain, very low. But the minions are not gonna be enough to finish him off. Huge trades across the map. Only 1 death so far. Oh, Mac, you can do it. All right, stop him from getting the blast plant, but ooh. Yeah, not quite enough burn damage there. Eli just covering the mid lane here. Should probably just be soaking up farm instead of trading, although... Oh, meanwhile, in the top lane, iWormy might be getting the kill there. Nope. Nowhere near. Hmm. Oh, highest Jan caught between a rock and an okay place. Oh, meanwhile, Mr. Eli coming in, taunt going down onto Jan, not going to be enough. Milkshake Mac taking a little bit of return damage, but no kills going down. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. Taunt going down onto Potato, Potato getting knocked up. Parallel conversions coming out. Looks like Kiwi Priest getting traded onto. No exhaust coming out yet. Don't die in vain, getting pretty low, but not going to fall down. Possibly forced out of lane, though, at this point. Sivir does have enough for a BF sword at this point, so if they can either force the back or just get a kill, that means there's going to be a huge item breakpoint advantage for Rampage 494 here. Oh. Ah, yes, the legendary Silence Poke. Yep, a little bit of trading going on in the top lane. Not a whole lot. This top lane is just really... I don't want to say it's boring, because they are putting down a lot of damage, but it's just... Okay, it's boring. I'll admit it. Oh. Pocket pistol, though. A little bit of a trading opportunity there. I think this will actually be a net gain for Wormy, because once he gets Scarl back, he's going to get a larger chunk of HP than that low health Scarl had. Oh, meanwhile, an engage going down. Knockup going to land onto Wingnut, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Silver Box is... Silver Bolt is going to proc, but not be enough. Oh, Eli coming in. Cataclysm, Stand United coming out. Next out is, can you survive? Can you get the taunt off? No, not long enough to keep anyone in there. Second Blood going to go down in the mid lane. Hmm. Oh, trades going on all around the map. In the top lane, Heinz Jan might knock Wormy off of Scarl, but meanwhile, Wingnut is getting chased by Don't Die in Vain. Don't Die in Vain getting focused now by Rampage, but I think he should have been focusing on Kiwi Priest. Meanwhile, back in the top lane, Heinz Jan getting low. Don't Die in Vain eating some return autos. Rampage gonna have to get out of here before Sir Potato gets a kill. He's gonna have to ult out here soon before the tower shot kills him. And an ult down, but not a whole lot gained from Sir Potato. Oh boy, that's a little unfortunate there. Good spell shield on the Condemn though. You know, a little bit of good tech there. Oop, Milkshake Matt coming in on the Sir Potato. Sir Potato getting taunted once, taunted twice. Is he going to go down? Yes, he is. In a second here from Al Wormy. Good picks. Hmm. Although I don't know if Eli wants to be there right now necessarily. Fighting the Rift Herald with all his might. She's gonna get an auto down, gonna get a taunt out. Milkshake Mac gonna get taken out though by the Cataclysm. Next Eminence getting hit up on the taunt on the minion. That's unfortunate. Mr. Eli, not enough mana to do anything though. So next Eminence gonna escape. Curse of the Colossus, keeping him a little bit healthier. Yep. And a Tiamat. Ah, come on. Yeah, it's not as exciting as Lethality, though. Such a disappointment. When good players make the right build choices, it just breaks my heart as a play-by-play caster who lives off hype. And nothing is more hype than Lethality Jarvan.
Yep.
Okay, there's a few things, but
I mean,
Tank
Lethality...
Jarvan is certainly not on that list.
Yeah, clearly. Lethality Jarvan just does so well because he's got the CC and the damage to do it, and he just one-shots people with that passive so easily.
Well, I mean, here's the funny thing about that too, because you were earlier mentioning how D-Boyz don't really have any strong source of damage outside of Sivir. You know what Jarvan's really good at doing? While Sivir avoids that engage entirely. Jarvan's really good at blowing up a Sivir in one shot.
Yep.
When he builds full lethality. We saw it with C9 Ray. Uh-oh, Wingnut getting a little aggressive there with the positioning. Milkshake Mac gonna try and get the charm, but getting charmed himself. Wingnut gonna be the first one to fall. Milkshake Mac might fall down to Don't Die in Vain. Flash out from Highest Jan after the Stand United. Are they gonna dive this tower? Looks like they're trying to position for it, but
I think they're just going to position for the tower take rather than the dive. They need to get this because they lost that tower top and they're likely going to lose a lot of damage on that second tier. They are going to match this and they're probably going to rotate over that dragon as well. Shen, or no, Potato's Echo is teleporting up there.
oh, but he might get taken out here. If he does, it's going to be a free tower for Wormy. Not going to happen, unfortunately.
Nope, barely doesn't get taken out. Wormy putting out so much damage on this Kled. It's surprising how much damage that Kled can do if you go the right build. Tiamat into the Black Cleaver is super high damage. Oh no, he's going back in.
Oops, Shenalt coming down, locking on to Sir Potato X. Parallel Convergence has come out. The shield is going to be enough to keep him alive a little bit. Pocket Pistol going to be enough to take him out. Good job, Wormy.
Wormy going ham onto Potato there, really showing him who's boss. Like I said, they were going to get that Tower of the Dragon, basically a free objective trade, but Potato does go down in the process. Rip Potato. He is 0-2 and 1, but he is up about 20 CS in this lane, so it's not too bad for him, although Galio has 2 assists to his 1. The goal is going to be pretty close there, and hopefully we'll see what happens in the future. He did go the Morello's build.
To see, little bit more team fighting engages. It is good macro play from both teams thus far and sort of their ability to match objectives. You know, when Wormy was top, the entirety of team was going bot.
Yeah.
So I think that's nice, but I'd like to see a straight up team fight just out of personal curiosity to see how it goes. Mr. Eli going in with very little mana, but Galio wasting his ult there. Not quite sure that was the right play. Taunt going down onto Sir Potato, but I don't think it's going to be enough to kill him. It might just be the auto, not quite enough. Good charm coming down so far from Kiwi Priest. Sir Potato ulti back in. Next Eminence going to have to dodge that tower shot there. Sir Potato going back in with the parallel convergence. Kiwi Priest not doing a whole lot afterwards. Star. Jeez. What is that ult called? I forgot. Meanwhile, Milkshake Mac getting hit up a bit by Vayne, but Vayne herself might be going down here. The heal coming out might be enough to save him. Rampage getting very low on the backlines there. Sir Potato barely escaping by the skin in his teeth. Next Eminence getting taken out. Wingnut going to be shortly following. Don't Die in Vain just needs the one last auto with a flash and a Q. She's got it. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Wormy trying to go on the highest Jan, but nothing can happen there.
Wow,
that was a long fight.
That was so many kills going to that Vayne's pocket. She's gonna have so much gold to spend. Oh my god, this is how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a fed Vayne.
Oh no, Cataclysm going down. Good flash out from Wormy. Mr. Eli gonna knock him off Scarl, but Pocket Pistol's gonna help him escape. Might try and use it to get over this wall. Gonna successfully do it, but Mr. Eli's got the EQ, not quite landing the knockup. I'm making this sound a lot more exciting than it is. As Highest Chan comes over with the Shadow Dash. Scarl has come back up at this point, but Wormy is pretty much dead now. Pocket Pistol not going to be enough to save him this time. Tries to jump over the wall, but it's a little bit too thick. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kiwi Priest might be the first one to fall here in this engagement, but no, it looks like it's going to be next Eminence, and then Milkshake Mac is alone by himself here, getting slowed up by Sir Potato X. Z-Drop Resonance not going to hit just yet. Don't Die in Vain coming in with the red buff, but it's not going to be enough to slow him. Milkshake Mac barely making it out. Whew.
This Vayne got another kill.
Exercise here today.
Yeah, you're getting your cardio, man. As it turns out, my mic was muted for the first 10 minutes of that game.
Don't even worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Pulling the Penguin God. Typical. Not unmuting my mic on OBS, but that's alright. This Vayne is now 6-0. Not a whole lot happened in the game anyway, so it's fine. Going in again.
Eli getting taunted up. Sir Potato going in. Parallel Convergence not going to get the stun. Going to get the stun on 3. Never mind. St. United coming out. Highest Jan getting the stun, taunt onto 1. Wormy going in on the backline. Going crazy here. But Sir Potato and Don't Die in Vain both barely surviving, as is Mr. Eli. This is great health management from 3 of them. Sir Potato going to have to ult out there. Not quite the smartest move. Don't Die in Vain is completely out of mana, as is most of the rest of team. So they got to get out of there quick. But good team fighting from them. Kiwi Priest going to try and zone off a little bit.
Blinking health
and it's
bars.
going to be enough.
Looking health bars on that side of team, they were really low after that, but they did get another kill in the pocket of Vayne. She hasn't back since she got 7 kills. She's got almost 4,000
No.
gold in her pocket. She's finishing these 2 items. She's gonna get an Infinity Edge, a Static Shiv likely, and she's gonna be super happy.
She still doesn't have brown boots.
Yeah, she doesn't even have tier 1 boots, but she needs to get something. She's probably waiting for a few more gold. Gets the
Executioner's calling in
Item.
Zerker Greaves.
yeah. Gets items. They're blinking right now. Ooh, wow, Wormy getting engaged on here.
Oh, Wormy. Getting taken out. Oh, the Scarl, the clutch Scarl there might be enough to save him. Next Eminence gonna have to get the taunt, or he's gonna go down. Wormy getting healed up by the wish again, but Sir Potato's here too. Wormy, I don't think you can possibly be that tanky. A lot of cooldowns being blown here to save this top laner. Ulting in onto Sir Potato. Potato gets taken out.
No.
I can't believe what's happening in front of me. Meanwhile, Mr. Eli getting a little bit low, but not as low as Milkshake Mac. He's gonna be the first one to fall here. Silence field going out, only silencing one person though. Don't Die in Vain chasing out on the next Eminence. One more crit is all it's going to take, but not quite going to be able to get it so far. Flashing in. Kiwi Priest, not quite far enough.
Potato, no. Going so hard to kill Wormy and just doesn't get it. Oh boy.
Potato performing as his namesake would suggest
Just
in
like
that
Potato.
fight, unfortunately.
Unfortunate for Potato there. If he does end up going down and doesn't get the kill on Wormy re-engaging, wants revenge.
Oh, but I'm not sure this is a good fight for either team, really. Wormy getting caught in the middle of 5 in a second here. Don't Die in Vain, not quite going to pop Scarl. Now, an interesting thing here is if you look at the gold lead, team is only up by 2k.
Yeah.
Despite having a 7-0-1 Vayne. So if you kill the Vayne, really you just kind of win the fight at this point. And they're going to try and do that. Taunt going down first onto Kiwi Priest, though. He's not going to get taken out, though, very low. On the back line, Sir Potato all by himself, gonna get knocked up, taunted, killed. Don't Die in Vain, very low, but not low enough to die quite yet, unless Wormy has the ult, which he doesn't. Bear Trap on a rope, gonna miss. Just the slow chase right now. It's just kind of, this is sort of the chill chase right now. It's like, hey, let's play tag a little bit. Bear Trap on a rope. Not successful game of tag, but taunts coming out galore. Knockup, Milkshake Mac gonna be the first one to fall. Don't Die in Vain, not getting taunted or CC'd. Finally, a taunt lands, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Don't Die in Vain getting more damage on the next Eminence, and I was a little optimistic, and now they're playing an actual game of tag, where it's just like, haha, hold on, I'll throw at you first, and then you throw at me.
Haha, got you. No, I got you. No, I got you. That's
And
pretty much
meanwhile,
what's going on here.
Mac just dies. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just,
Unfortunate.
it's a
for him.
game of chicken where nobody really wins.
The game of chicken where the turtle dies. That's how that works.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep. But Potato, 0, 4, and 6 now. Feels bad for him. I do want to point out his item build, though, because he built a Morelos first. You don't want that. You either want one of 2 items. You want the Hextech Protobelt, or you want the Zonya's Hourglass. Hextech Protobelt, if you're ahead, gets you further in these fights way easier. Zonya's Hourglass, if you're even or behind, to keep yourself alive longer. Protobelt just pushes your lead further because you can get on this backline and deal a lot more damage here. Inferno getting burned down here. Not likely going to get a steal. Yep, gets it.
Ooh! Eli not quite getting the steal, but he's in the middle of the entire team. Stand United going down onto him. Next, Eminence and Wormy going to try and take out Don't Die in Vain, but the kite is very strong here. Bear Trap on a rope, and Pocket Pistol going to be enough. Mr. Eli getting taken out just before Wormy does. Wormy barely surviving, getting the Scarl. He's going to live here. Kiwi Priest going to fall. Highest Gang going to fall, and it's going to be an almost ace. Sir Potato, the only one of his lineage left. The 9th of many potatoes before him. No Sir Potato 10th needs to be born today, but his team's toast.
It clearly.
All right, I tried to make like a food pun there.
You
it
tried.
Just really didn't work, you know?
You could have said they're all fried because potatoes and
Ah,
fries.
damn it. You know, it's constant swinging and missing. Mostly missing for me today, but you know what?
Hey, whatever.
I'm okay
works.
with that. Sometimes you just gotta let the bad puns land.
Yep.
I imagine Freak lives for the terrified groans of the audience in the LCS studio.
I'm betting he does, to be honest. Potato
I
looking
almost
like he wants to do
guarantee he does,
something here.
really. Sir Potato looking for a steal. I don't know. This is pretty optimistic. He might kill Wingnut, though.
They're all really low, is the thing.
Oh, Eli gonna come in. They're pretty much toast here at this point. Taunt gonna go down to the Eli, though. Eli's gonna fall. Potato's gonna fall. Almost. Photo Break gonna save him for a little bit. Milkshake Mac in the middle of this fight, trying to get Don't Die in Vain. Gets the taunt off. Almost. Not quite enough range, and it's a terrible wipe for the team. Oh no. Team
Oh,
gonna take
no.
out the boys. and turn onto the Baron and take it. That So about that game of throws we were talking about, this is the conclusion right here.
Everybody
this
was
is
talking about the
episode
series
24
premiere.
of the season.
Everybody was talking about the series premiere of Game of Thrones, but I think this is more exciting. With
Yeah,
the
this
Game
is
of Thrones.
much more backstabbing here.
Yeah. But you saw there that Baron, at 22 minutes in the game, does a lot of damage to a not very tanky team. Right now they don't have the items, the tank items in their pockets that they could be getting. So Potato just stalls that out. And Eli just comes in. He does die, but he gets so much damage down. He's going for the Titanic Hydra, as you can see. But the Ram is waddling his little butt in there.
Righteous Glory. Silveralt, get him. Gets the taunt down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. A lot of damage going down to Don't Die, but a lot more healing coming out. Wingnut going to be the first one to fall. Moonshade Mac might fall next. Don't Die in Vain doing some great kiting here. Mac is going to fall. Don't Die in Vain going to try and take out Wormy. Meanwhile, Kiwi Priest getting the knock up onto Wormy to stop him from going in. Pocket Pistol not going to be enough to save him. Kiwi Priest still alive on the back line, and it's going to be another ace. 2 in a row.
Back-to-back
Lord,
ace.
Team, please.
Potato wasn't even there, by the way, in that last
Team
one.
question mark?
Question mark pinks? Over and over again. That was a throw upon a throw, and now there are 22 kills, and it might even be the win here, although death timers are really low, only 24 minutes into the game. They might just go for it, man. I don't know.
More than one Bane, good lord. I'm
Holy
scared
moly.
now. For
This
my
is not
own
a-
solo queue games,
this
because
is
I'm going to
not-
try this and fail horribly. Meanwhile, Mr. Eli getting a little bit low, but not low enough. Milkshake Mac might be the first one here to fall. Gonna get the wish out. Don't think that's necessarily going to help all that much. Now, the goal here is to get out without dying,
Can they do
or to
it?
take the Nexus. At this point, they got to do the whole get out without dying part. Parallel Convergence might be enough. Potato needs to pull a sacrificial moment, but not quite going to happen. Just going to die for nothing at this point. Don't Die in Vain has no mana, so might get taken out. Great tumble to dodge, but Sivir ultimate coming out. Dun, 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 dun. Not going to get the kill, though. Not quite as dramatic as the music I was making. And it's going to be another chase. Milkshake Mac going to land the taunt onto Don't Die in Vain, but taking a lot of damage. Another taunt going down. Vain finally falling. 12-2 now. Not a whole lot else happening on that fight. That was the most drawn out, pathetic chase of all time.
Yeah, that wasn't the most amazing, well-synchronized chase you've ever seen in your life, considering Wormy had his ult. He has charge. Milkshake Mac has had his Righteous Glory up about halfway through that, so they could have just layered their chasing abilities rather than, or they could have used them all at once rather than one at a time there. Decided not to, but I want to point out, Team could have gotten that Nexus Tower if they had not chased for kills and just hit the dang tower. I always get tilted when my AD carry decides to farm the minions or try and get a kill when we're on Nexus Towers or Nexus itself. That's just like one of the most tilting things, which is why I have to apologize for the for my team, because I tell my AD carry to hit the dang tower all the time and tilts them. At Zokor on that one. But we'll see another throw here, more gold going over the pocket of the boys. But that mid lane no longer has any towers in it, no longer has the inhib for the next couple minutes, and there's only one Nexus Tower at low health. So we'll hopefully see a nice split going on over here. Potato doesn't have teleport, but Hyatt's Jan has his in a few seconds, so they need to send this Shen in a different wave. He has a lot of tank stats and a lot of decent wave clear with the Sunfire Cape and Hydra, or the team, I mean, but they're just keeping him with the team. I think that is a mistake. They sent Potato in the side wave without teleport, but he is just gonna face the two-man group of Galio Soraka. Really no way Echo's gonna be able to kill Galio when it's Soraka next to him.
Yeah.
Outer turret going
The
down.
other thing is, there's no mobility for the Echo. I
Yeah.
mean, yes, he has phase dive and all that, but general, macro, large-scale map mobility.
Yeah.
Just let the Shen push by himself, please.
Yeah, it's literally just switch Echo and Shen at this point, and then you have a perfect split push. But the Echo doesn't have teleport. It's still halfway. It's pretty much impossible for him to get into these fights from a long distance. I understand you want Shen close by in case your Vayne gets hit up and you need to taunt, but that's when you just stand united on the Vayne, and hopefully she doesn't get one shot. Mr. Eli diving though.
Oh, Eli going in with the Cataclysm. Wingnut getting pretty low. Wingnut gonna almost fall here. Lots of heals coming out. Is he finally gonna fall down? He is. Meanwhile, iWormy might fall as well. Milkshake Mac gonna fall before him though. Wormy on the back line trying to pocket pistol away. Not successful though. Don't die in vain. Trying to go on the next Eminence, but they just need to go for towers. Stop trying to fight. Just go for the Nexus towers. Just wasted a whole bunch of time right there.
And look,
but
he was still hitting the
flashing onto
minions.
the Nexus, not gonna matter.
Yep. In the end, doesn't matter. Just trying to pad stats. They could have just ignored Galio and gone for that, but getting the win there for team, and we'll be seeing if Team D-Boyz can bring it back in game 2.
Yep, see you then.